Okay guys, let's go over how to fillet a halibut. All right, it's a big flat fish, just like a flounder, like so. And here we have a California halibut. It's about 27 inches long, and you'll notice it's not like a normal fish where you're filleting it and it swims like this, right? So it's got different sides, but difference with halibut is their caudal lines and also their meat. They've got meat on both sides. A lot of people forget about the bottom, and a lot of people try and fillet the entire thing into one big chunk like a typical swimming fish. It's easier to section them into 4 pieces, okay? Two, so cut down these lines. So you're going to want to start off by cutting down those lines, okay, right down here, and same with this one here. All right, so what I do is I start at the tail and I work along those spines, and you'll feel your knife bouncing off all of the bones, angling it in towards the bones. All right. Then come behind and start angling down, just like other fish, towards the spine, and you can hear it, listen, bouncing off of those ribs. That's going to give you the best cut and the least waste of meat. Okay, so I always, like I said, go right down the center line. So that I can quarter them. And this will give you the nicest cuts. Now I do almost to the end, but I don't cut all the way through, so that when you flip it, it still remains easier to cut with its shape. Okay? Same thing on this side. Bouncing it off of the ribs. And this is just the initial cut. Now, they have a very small gut area, and if you come down through here, you won't hit that meat. You won't hit that belly gut and ruin the meat. And then, just like the top section, you're going to follow it along. Angling it towards the ribs, into the spine. And again, I wait at this point right here. She's got some eggs in her. I wait at this point before I cut off and separate, just to remain intact, to give it that rigidity, so that when we do the other side, all right, we do the same thing. It doesn't fold in on itself. So come in. Same thing, bounce off the ribs. Now the underside has a much smaller or thinner piece of meat and tissue than the top side. The top side has more muscle to it. So you got to be really careful about following those bones, following that spine all the way through. Sometimes if you're doing the section in the middle, if you want to separate it, it's easier to go against all of the scales. Okay. And same with this side, also has the guts we want to try and stay away from. Okay. Let's do the other set of shoulders on her. I always thought halibut were really cool fish. They start upright like a normal minnow or normal fry, and then one eye goes to the other side of the head, and they lay flat so they can ambush fish from below. It's also cool to be able to have a different type of fish, you know, rather than a salmon or your regular upright swimming fish. It's fun to have a different filleting technique just to mix it up too. And when it comes to eating, they are definitely up there on just about everybody's list. So I'll come in towards the head here just to get the top of that shoulder, and now you can cut along that spine to separate your final pieces. Okay, so once you've cut through there, it should separate away. Very easy. There's one. Let's flip this one. Okay. This one's already pulling away nice and easy. There's two. See, right down to the bones, nice and clean, not wasting any. Same thing with the front. All right. So, you can pop that knife through here, take out both backs. That'll free up centerpiece for you. It's the third section. And then again, from the front side, you can see the shoulders here. So you want to save as much of that fish as you can, and you don't have to worry about losing a bunch of your meat on this. So from here, as you can see, it's all just bones and the fascia and keeping everything together. It's not a lot of wastage. You got real nice fillets. This part here, I'll actually pick through, take out the cheeks. Best eating part of the fish. And then to skin them out, I'm gonna keep the skin on because I like cooking with the skin, but you cut down and towards the back. That's how you fillet a halibut. Hope you guys enjoyed. Just trying to get you in on what I do all the time. All right, hope you enjoyed.